Why ancient humans never pointed at the moon. Have you ever been told, "Never point at the moon"? Maybe your grandparents warned you that it would bring bad luck. Some said the moon would cut your ears. Others believed mysterious spirits lived there, watching everyone below. Today, those stories sound like harmless folklore. The kind of tales adults tell children before bedtime. But what if those strange warnings were inspired by something much older? Not magic, not curses, but survival. Long before telescopes, before science, before written history, the moon ruled the night. And for ancient humans, the night was the most dangerous part of every day. Imagine standing outside your cave 40,000 years ago. The last rays of sunlight disappear beyond the mountains. A small campfire flickers behind you. The forest slowly fades into darkness. Then, the moon rises. At first, only a thin silver edge appears above the horizon. Minute by minute, it climbs higher into the sky. Soon the entire valley is covered in pale white light. The world looks familiar, yet completely different. Shadows become longer. Trees seem to move. Rocks begin to resemble strange creatures. The moon changes everything. Our ancestors had no idea what the moon really was. They didn't know it reflected sunlight. They didn't understand gravity, or the movement of planets. Every month, the moon grew larger, then smaller. Sometimes it disappeared completely, then returned again. To ancient humans, this wasn't simply beautiful. It was mysterious. Anything that changed the sky had to be important. As generations passed, stories began to grow. Some believed the moon was alive. Others believed powerful spirits lived inside it. Some thought their ancestors watched them from above. These stories weren't created because people were foolish. They were created because humans naturally search for explanations. When knowledge doesn't exist, imagination fills the empty space. Imagine a young child sitting beside a campfire. He notices the enormous full moon. Laughing with curiosity, he points directly toward it. An elder gently lowers the child's hand. No anger, no punishment, only quiet respect. The elder says, "We do not point at the moon." The child asks why. The elder cannot explain astronomy. He doesn't know about space. But he understands one thing. Some things deserve respect, even when we don't understand them. That simple lesson helped shape early human societies. Respect for nature encouraged caution. Respect encouraged observation. And observation often led to survival. The moon also changed the behavior of the natural world. Ancient hunters noticed something fascinating. On bright full moon nights, animals behaved differently. Some became easier to spot across open grasslands. Others stayed hidden in dense forests. Many nocturnal creatures became more active. The entire landscape changed beneath moonlight. Experienced hunters learned that every phase of the moon brought different opportunities and different risks. A full moon made long journeys easier. Its light illuminated rivers, valleys, and mountain paths. But it also made humans easier to see. Large wild animals could notice movement from much farther away. Traveling beneath a bright moon required extra caution. Dark moon nights created different challenges. Without moonlight, the world became almost completely black. Simple paths disappeared. Rivers became impossible to see. Every sound seemed louder. Every shadow felt alive. Our ancestors quickly realized that the moon wasn't simply decorating the sky. It controlled how they lived. Without calendars, the moon became humanity's first clock. People remembered seasons by watching its changing shape. They knew when certain animals migrated, when fish returned to rivers, when fruits became ripe, when weather slowly changed. Long before written calendars, the moon measured time. Imagine looking up every evening, watching the same glowing circle change. Night after night, year after year. Soon those changes become part of your life. Children grow up watching it. Parents teach them its patterns. Grandparents pass down stories connected to its light. Knowledge moves from one generation to another. Not through books, but through memory. Many traditions survived because they were easy to remember. A story stays in the mind far longer than a scientific explanation. Telling children never to point at the moon may have been one way of teaching them that the night sky deserved careful attention. Look. Observe. Respect. Never become careless. Even today, thousands of years later, people around the world still repeat similar traditions. Different countries tell different stories. Yet many share the same message. Treat the moon with respect. Modern science has answered questions our ancestors never could. We know why the moon changes shape. Why eclipses happen. Why tides rise and fall. We have walked on its surface. Taken photographs. Collected rocks. And still, on a quiet night, when a brilliant full moon rises above the horizon, many people stop walking. They look up. They become silent. For just a few moments. The modern world disappears. And the same feeling returns. Wonder. Perhaps that's the greatest gift our ancestors left behind. Not fear. Not superstition. But the ability to stand beneath the night sky. And realize that some of the greatest discoveries in human history began with someone quietly looking up and asking a simple question. What is that?